dear listener. Welcome to the Dreamy Drift, a place where reality and dreams intertwine and tales of enigmas and cosmic revelations unfold. In the heart of this ethereal realm lies a story shrouded in mystery, the enigmatic city of Yarnam and the cosmic truths it holds. As the moon casts its pale glow upon Yarnam's ancient streets, we embark on a journey through an eternal night, a tale of forbidden knowledge and the allure of the unknown. Join us as we delve into the enigma that has captivated the minds of scholars, seekers, and mystics alike for generations. In the company of a young boy named Eamon and an enigmatic hunter, we venture deep into the heart of Yharnam's secrets. From the shadows of towering cathedrals to forgotten catacombs, each step uncovers a cosmic tapestry woven through time and space. The Dreamy Drift beckons you to listen closely as the story unfolds, the tale of Eamon's quest for truth and understanding, a journey that will forever bind him to the city's enigma. Through revelations and visions, he grapples with the wisdom of restraint and the importance of humility in the pursuit of cosmic enlightenment. Amidst the eternal dance of the moon and the whispers of the great ones, the enigma of Yarnam reveals itself, a forbidden tale of cosmic significance. It is a story of choices and consequences, woven with the threads of seekers who have come before and those yet to follow. So, dear listener, prepare to be entranced by the allure of the unknown as the Dreamy Drift immerses you in the enigma of Yarnam, a tale of cosmic revelations and the legacy of forbidden truths. In the forsaken realm of Yarnam, where the darkness swirled like a malevolent mist and time itself seemed to twist and contort, there stood a city steeped in both grandeur and enigma. Its name, whispered with trepidation among those who dared to speak it, invoked images of age-old cobblestone streets that wound like serpentine veins through a landscape veiled in perpetual twilight. Legends of the city's secrets, its cursed history, and the horrors that lurked in the shadows spread like wildfire through neighboring lands. The moon, when it dared to show its face, hung low and ominous in Yarnam's lightless skies. It was during these lunar phases that the malevolent forces of the night came alive. Beasts of unimaginable terror prowled the streets, and the once civilized inhabitants of the city cowered behind barred doors, their minds besieged by haunting tales and grotesque visions. In a modest, time-worn abode nestled near the edge of the city, a young child named Eamon found himself burdened with sleeplessness. The night was his jailer, refusing to release him from its haunting embrace. The winds outside howled like tortured souls, carrying with them a chorus of distant howls and eerie whispers that crawled beneath his skin. The child's father, a man weary from the relentless hunt that plagued the city, would sit by his side, recounting tales of eldritch beings, ancient cosmic entities, and the unfathomable mysteries that lay dormant beneath the streets. Yet, despite the lingering fear that gripped Eamon's heart, an insatiable curiosity gnawed at his soul. He yearned to unlock the secrets that lay hidden behind the veil of shadows. What knowledge lay within the city's ancient heart? What horrors did its darkness conceal? One fateful day, as the sun set and the moon began its ascent into the ink-black firmament, Eamon stumbled upon a forgotten chamber in the depths of his family's home. The room was laden with dust and memories, its walls adorned with cryptic symbols and faded paintings of a city steeped in a darkness deeper than night. In the center of the chamber, on a forgotten pedestal, rested a tome of antiquity, an aged volume bound in cracked leather. Its title, written in long-lost script, proclaimed it to be the Chronicles of Yarnam, a chronicle of lost truths. With trembling hands, the boy opened the book and delved into its archaic pages. The chronicles revealed tales of a bygone era, a time when Yarnam stood proud and illuminated by knowledge and prosperity. It spoke of a forbidden pursuit of forbidden knowledge, of rituals and communion with entities that dwelled beyond the reach of mortal senses. As Eamon read on, his heart pounded like the drums of a primordial ritual, its rhythm calling to something deep within his being. His nightly restlessness intensified as he continued to pore over the forbidden knowledge within the tome. It was as though the city itself had awakened in him an insatiable hunger for truth, no matter how maddening or grotesque it may be. Approaching the window one night, the boy gazed out at the darkened cityscape, its silhouette a maze of twisted alleys and ancient spires. The moon cast an eerie pallor over the streets, creating haunting shapes that seemed to move of their own accord. Yet, amidst the terror, a sense of longing tugged at Eamon's heart, beckoning him to step beyond the threshold of his home and delve into the enigmatic heart of Yarnam. With each passing night, the young Eamon found himself consumed by the forbidden lore he had unearthed in the chronicles of Yarnam. The archaic script and cryptic symbols wove an intricate web, ensnaring his mind in a dance of eldritch knowledge and esoteric truths. The tales of ancient rituals and communion with entities from distant stars seemed to seep into his dreams, intertwining with the fabric of his reality. As the moon waned, its silvery light casting faint rays through the tattered curtains, Eamon felt the lure of the forbidden city. The nocturnal whisperings of Yarnam beckoned him, promising hidden truths and a glimpse into the boundless mysteries that awaited beyond the veil of ignorance. During the day, he struggled to keep his obsession hidden from his family, pretending to be the innocent child they expected him to be. But when night fell, he would steal away to the attic, the chronicles clutched in his hands like a sacred relic. He began to memorize the strange symbols, the strange chants, and the peculiar rituals described in the ancient tome. The more he immersed himself in the forbidden tales, the more Yarnam's enigmatic allure tightened its grip on his soul. Visions of the city's desolate streets, shrouded in a perpetual fog, danced before his eyes. He dreamt of beings beyond mortal comprehension, great ones slumbering beneath the earth, awaiting a summons from those daring enough to seek their favor. As Eamon roamed the city's moonlit streets in his dreams, he became aware of another presence, a shadowy figure clad in tattered garments, a wide-brimmed hat concealing their features. The hunter, as he came to call this mysterious entity, seemed to observe him from the periphery, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. The hunter's silent vigilance both intrigued and unnerved the young boy. Was this enigmatic figure a guardian, guiding him through the perilous journey of the forbidden knowledge, or a sentinel of cosmic forces, ensuring the secrets of Yarnam remained veiled from prying eyes? One moonlit night, as the hunter's presence grew more palpable, they extended a gloved hand, revealing a peculiar rune etched upon its surface. The mark bore an unmistakable connection to the Great Ones, the very beings Eamon had read about in the chronicles. It was a symbol of insight and understanding, a key to unraveling the city's enigma. Though the hunter remained silent, Eamon felt a profound connection to this mysterious figure. It was as if they shared an unspoken understanding, an unbreakable bond forged through the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. With newfound purpose, Eamon resolved to continue his exploration of Yarnam and its hidden truths, guided by the hunter's presence and the arcane mark they had shown him. He embraced the darkness of the night, forsaking sleep in favor of delving deeper into the city's secrets. Yet with each passing night, the line between reality and dream blurred. The whispering shadows seemed to coil and writhe with a malevolence that sent shivers down his spine. A chilling sensation of being watched washed over him, and he couldn't shake the feeling that something ancient and sinister lurked just beyond the veil of darkness. Nevertheless, Eamon pressed onward, driven by an insatiable curiosity that bordered on obsession. The forbidden knowledge he sought offered the allure of power and understanding beyond comprehension. But little did he know that the price of such knowledge might be more than he could bear. The city of Yarnam, ancient and inscrutable, held secrets that would test the limits of his courage and sanity. The shadows of the night grew deeper, and the veil between worlds grew thinner with each step he took into the enigmatic heart of the cursed city. In the wake of his encounters with the hunter and the cryptic rune, Eamon's nightly wanderings through the shadowed alleys of Yarnam took a turn into uncharted territory. The city seemed to react to his presence with an otherworldly awareness, as if it sensed the boy's insatiable curiosity, drawing him deeper into its ancient embrace. The hooded figures, once mere background specters, now captured his attention like never before. He observed them huddled in dimly lit corners, engaged in ominous rituals that sent shivers down his spine. Their voices echoed with a guttural chant, calling forth the presence of entities from the abyssal depths. As Eamon watched from the shadows, the air seemed to thicken with an arcane energy, a palpable, tingling sensation that left him both fascinated and fearful. The forbidden rituals held a strange allure, tugging at the fringes of his mind and daring him to comprehend the incomprehensible. Night after night, the boy found himself drawn closer to the epicenter of these cryptic gatherings, the grand cathedral, its looming presence a silent witness to the unfolding mysteries. The moon, radiant and full, cast an ethereal glow upon the structure's towering spires, turning them into ghostly beacons in the moonlit gloom. One fateful evening, overcome by his restless curiosity, Eamon mustered the courage to approach the cathedral's foreboding entrance. The doors, ancient and weathered, groaned as he pushed them open. A cold gust of wind greeted him, laden with a scent that was both earthy and tinged with decay. Inside, the vast nave stretched before him, its architecture awe-inspiring and unsettling. Stained glass windows depicting scenes of celestial beings and strange creatures loomed above like guardian angels turned to nightmare visions. He ventured deeper, guided by the hunter's presence, though the enigmatic figure remained concealed in the cathedral's shadows. With each step, Eamon's heart raced, the beating in his ears a constant reminder of his humanity amidst the encroaching darkness. His mind wrestled with the desire to turn back, to seek refuge in the safety of his home, but the pull of the forbidden was too great, and an unseen force drove him onward. As he delved deeper into the cathedral's depths, he stumbled upon a chamber concealed from mortal eyes, the sanctum of the hooded figures. An aura of mystique hung heavy in the air, infused with the promise of revelation and terror. Eamon's heart pounded like a drum, and he knew he stood at the precipice of a choice that would forever alter his fate. His eyes widened as he beheld the enigmatic ritual in progress. The hooded figures moved in choreographed unison, their steps and gestures synchronized like an ancient dance. In the center of the chamber, an altar bore peculiar symbols, their meanings obscured by time and forbidden knowledge. At its center lay a tome, much like the chronicles he had uncovered in his own home. It emanated an eerie glow, as though pulsing with the very essence of Yarnam's secrets. As the hooded figures continued their ritualistic chants, their voices intensified, weaving together like the threads of a cosmic tapestry. Eamon's breath caught in his throat as the unthinkable unfolded before his eyes. From the depths of the cathedral's dark heart, a manifestation began to take shape, an entity that defied rational comprehension, a grotesque amalgamation of flesh and nightmare. The Great One, as he had read in the chronicles, was awakening. The air became charged with an overwhelming energy, and the very fabric of reality seemed to tremble. Yet amidst the fear and awe, a voice within Eamon cried out in protest. The knowledge he had gained, the glimpses into forbidden truths, had taught him the dire consequences of such an awakening. As the Great One's awakening loomed, a surge of apprehension gripped Eamon's heart. He now stood on the precipice of a revelation that could alter the very course of Yarnam's twisted destiny. The forbidden knowledge he had acquired warned him of the calamitous consequences that an awakened Great One could unleash upon the city and the world beyond. A surge of power emanated from the ritual's epicenter, causing the hooded figures to quake with fervor and trepidation. The air itself seemed to ripple with an eldritch energy, as if the fabric of reality strained under the weight of cosmic forces. Eamon felt a profound sense of responsibility. a burden to prevent the cataclysm that threatened to engulf Yarnam in eternal darkness. Drawing upon the hunter's mark etched within his consciousness, he summoned the arcane knowledge imparted to him. A counterforce surged within him, resonating with the hunter's presence, and guided by the mark's eldritch power, he sought to redirect the ritual's energies. With all his will, Eamon channeled the arcane energy, trying to sway the flow away from the completion that would awaken the Great One. His mind was a battleground, torn between the fear of failure and the hope of salvation. But he had to try, for the city, for the hunter, and for himself. As the hooded figures persisted in their chanting, a dance of cosmic power unfolded, the balance tilting on a knife's edge. The very foundations of reality seemed to shudder, as if acknowledging the precarious nature of the moment. Time became a fluid concept as Eamon focused his intent, uttering ancient words of binding and restraint, hoping to hold the Great One's emergence at bay. The weight of the forbidden knowledge weighed heavily upon him, but he pressed on, knowing that to falter would spell doom for Yarnam and all who called it home. The hunter watched with their inscrutable gaze, a silent guardian standing by Eamon's side. Though they were not flesh and blood, their presence lent strength to the boy, a reminder of the shared purpose that bound them in this endeavor. As the ritual's climax drew near, the hooded figures sensed the shift in energies and grew frantic in their attempts to complete the summoning. Their chants rose to a fevered pitch, and tendrils of dark energy snaked through the chamber, reaching toward the heavens as if to tear the veil between worlds. But Eamon stood resolute, refusing to be swayed by the overwhelming forces that sought to consume him. He focused his will on the hunter's mark, invoking its power to disrupt the ritual's final moments. The mark glowed with an ethereal light, resonating with the ancient symbols etched into the cathedral's stone. With a sudden surge, Eamon's efforts succeeded. The ritual faltered, the dark tendrils recoiling like wounded serpents. The Great One's awakening was forestalled, and a sigh seemed to echo through the chamber, a collective exhalation of relief and disbelief. The hooded figures recoiled, their fanatical devotion now shattered by the intervention of the hunter's mark. They stared at Eamon with eyes wide and uncertain, their faith in the ritual and their purpose waning like a dying ember. In that moment of quietude, Eamon felt a profound shift within himself. The weight of the forbidden knowledge, the burden of the city's fate, and the enigmatic connection with the hunter, it all coalesced into a revelation that transcended mere mortal comprehension. The hunter, sensing the boy's realization, stepped forward, their figures still draped in shadows. A gesture of acknowledgement passed between them, a silent communication that conveyed the hunter's approval of Eamon's bravery and determination. As the cathedral's silence settled upon them, the hooded figures dispersed, their zeal now replaced with uncertainty and doubt. The ritual's power had been thwarted, and the city of Yarnam was spared from the immediate doom that had threatened to befall it. With the hunter's mark still aglow, Eamon knew that this was only the beginning. The forbidden knowledge and the enigmatic city would not rest until their secrets were fully unraveled. He had taken the first step in a treacherous journey, a path that would lead him deeper into the abyss, where the true nature of the Great Ones and Yarnam's cosmic heritage awaited. As the moon dipped below the horizon and the darkness yielded to the dawn, Eamon emerged from the cathedral, forever changed by the encounter. The city's enigma now pulsed within his veins, intertwining his destiny with Yarnam's cosmic secrets. With the hunter as his silent companion, he knew that his quest for truth and understanding had just begun. The boundaries of mortal knowledge would no longer bind him, and the forbidden tale of Yarnam would weave its threads through the annals of his existence, guiding him toward a destiny entwined with the fate of an enigmatic city and the secrets of its eternal night. As the first rays of dawn painted the horizon with hues of gold and amber, Eamon's mind was a tumultuous storm of emotions. The encounter with the forbidden ritual and the hunter's mark had left an indelible mark on his consciousness. He knew that he could not turn back now, that the path he had chosen would lead him deeper into the enigmatic heart of Yarnam. In the wake of his intervention, the hooded figures had retreated, dispersing like shadows into the recesses of the city. Yet, Eamon could sense their watchful eyes, their uncertainty like a gathering tempest. He knew that he had disrupted their plans, thwarted their fanatical pursuit of cosmic power. Guided by the hunter's presence, he ventured further into Yarnam's labyrinthine streets. The city, once an enigma from a distance, now enveloped him like a suffocating fog. Each step took him closer to the cosmic truths that lay dormant beneath the city's facade, and the forbidden knowledge whispered promises of enlightenment and damnation. Eamon's quest had drawn the attention of otherworldly entities, the echoes of ancient beings that permeated the city's twisted structures. He heard their whispers in the dark, inscrutable voices that seemed to emanate from both the past and the future. They spoke of a higher plane of existence, of a communion that transcended mortal boundaries. The hunter remained by his side, a spectral companion in this surreal journey. Their presence was a comfort to Eamon, a reminder that he was not alone in his pursuit of truth, no matter how incomprehensible or daunting it may be. With the hunter as his guide, Eamon explored forgotten libraries and hidden archives, seeking the tomes of Yarnam's forgotten lore. Each volume he unearthed deepened his understanding of the city's history, its connection to the Great Ones, and the tragic consequences of pursuing forbidden knowledge. In one ancient tome, he read of a group of scholars who had once sought to decipher the cosmic truths of Yarnam. They believed that the Great Ones held the key to unlocking humanity's hidden potential, granting them insight and power beyond imagination. But their pursuit had led to madness and ruin, their minds unable to contain the vastness of the revelations they sought. Another tome spoke of an elusive figure known as the Pale Blood, a being rumored to possess the blood of the Great Ones, capable of bestowing transcendence upon those deemed worthy. Eamon wondered if he had stumbled upon something beyond his comprehension, a destiny entwined with this enigmatic entity. As he studied the tomes, the hunter stood vigil, their presence a silent assurance that he was on the right path. It seemed that the hunter's purpose was not merely to guard or guide, but to bear witness to the unfolding events, as if they were bound by their own inscrutable fate. In his search, Eamon encountered others who were drawn to Yarnam's mysteries, scholars, mystics, and hunters like the enigmatic figure who had become his constant companion. Their intentions were as varied as the stars above, ranging from zealous devotion to the pursuit of knowledge to a desire for power that bordered on madness. Some warned Eamon of the dangers he courted, advising him to forsake the forbidden path lest he meet the same fate as those who had come before. But the young boy's determination was unyielding, for the allure of the forbidden was a siren's call that beckoned him to a destiny that he could not ignore. One night, as the moon bathed Yarnam in its silvery light, Eamon found himself standing before the grand cathedral once more. The towering spires rose like spectral sentinels, a profound reflection of the city's ancient ties to the Great Ones. But this time, he was not alone. Other seekers of the city's secrets had gathered, their motives shrouded in shadow. They regarded each other with a mix of curiosity and suspicion, recognizing kindred spirits bound by a shared pursuit. Among them was a scholar named Evelyn, whose eyes gleamed with an insatiable thirst for knowledge. She spoke of a celestial revelation that awaited those who dared to delve into Yarnam's mysteries, a truth that would grant them ascension beyond mortal limitations. As Eamon conversed with Evelyn and the other seekers, he sensed the allure of the forbidden knowledge pulling at their souls. It was as if the city itself had become a sentient entity, ensnaring them in its cosmic web, each seeker seeking their own understanding of the city's truth. But the hunter remained watchful, a silent witness to the unfolding events. Their enigmatic presence seemed to remind Eamon that the pursuit of truth came with a price. a cost that could not be measured in mere mortal terms. Eamon's understanding of Yarnam's secrets deepened, and he could no longer ignore the weight of the knowledge he had acquired. He had glimpsed into the abyss, and the abyss had stared back at him. Yet the more he learned, the more questions arose. The city's enigma seemed to grow ever more elusive, slipping through his grasp like grains of sand. And with each revelation, the boundaries of his mind expanded, as if he were a vessel being filled with the cosmic waters of the universe. In the quiet moments of introspection, Eamon contemplated the implications of his journey. He wondered if the pursuit of truth was a curse or a blessing, a path to enlightenment or a descent into madness. But he could not deny the allure of the forbidden, the promise of understanding the unknowable. As the moon waxed and waned, and the city's enigma held him in its vice-like grip, Eamon knew that his quest was far from over. The hunter and the forbidden knowledge of Yarnam had intertwined his fate with that of the ancient city and the eldritch truths it guarded. In the depths of his being, he felt the whispers of the great ones, the cosmic echoes of forgotten eons. The hunter's presence reassured him that he was not lost to the darkness, that his quest for truth was still guided by purpose and resolve. And so, Eamon embraced the forbidden tale of Yarnam, ready to confront the inscrutable destiny that awaited him. With the hunter by his side and the enigmatic city as his backdrop, he stepped into the abyss, his journey into the cosmic unknown far from its conclusion. For in the darkness of Yarnam's eternal night, the truth awaited, and with it, the revelation that would transcend mortal understanding and bind his soul to the enigma of an ancient and unfathomable city. As the moon waxed and waned, and the city of Yarnam maintained its shroud of enigma, Eamon found himself standing at a crossroads of fate. The forbidden knowledge he had acquired had opened doors to unfathomable truths, but it also laid bare the consequences of his actions. The city's mysteries beckoned him with a seductive allure, while the hunter's presence offered a constant reminder of the choices that lay before him. Each night, as the moon's pale light cast eerie shadows upon Yarnam's cobblestone streets, Eamon wrestled with the weight of his decisions. The voices of the hooded figures, the whispers of ancient entities, and the yearning for cosmic enlightenment danced within the recesses of his mind. He knew that his path would be riddled with uncertainty, danger, and the potential for irreparable consequences. Evelyn, the scholar with whom he had crossed paths, approached him with a gleam in her eye, a reflection of her own insatiable thirst for the forbidden knowledge that Yarnam held. She spoke passionately of ascension and the chance to grasp the higher truths that lay beyond the veil. "Eamon," she said, her voice tinged with fervor, "imagine what lies just beyond our grasp, the wisdom of the great ones, the secrets of the cosmos. We can attain an understanding that transcends the mundane limitations of mortals. Embrace this opportunity, and we shall ascend together." Her words were enticing, weaving a tapestry of enlightenment that promised answers to the questions that had plagued him. But the hunter's mark burned upon Eamon's consciousness, a reminder of the potential consequences of unbridled ambition. He hesitated, torn between the allure of transcendence and the wisdom of restraint. The hunter, standing nearby with their enigmatic presence, seemed to sense the boy's inner turmoil. They raised a hand, urging Eamon to consider the weight of his choices and the impact they might have on both Yarnam and himself. Evelyn pressed on, her gaze intense and unwavering. "Do not let fear hold you back, Eamon," she implored. "This path is one that few have the courage to tread, but it is also one that will grant us untold wisdom and power. We can change the course of humanity itself and usher in an era of enlightenment." The scholar's words were intoxicating, but they carried the scent of hubris and the allure of forbidden fruit. Eamon could not shake the feeling that venturing further down this path might lead to madness and a darkness he could not escape. With a heavy heart, he shook his head. I cannot follow this path blindly, Evelyn. The city's secrets are both alluring and terrifying, and I fear that embracing them without caution may lead us to ruin. We must not be blind to the dangers that lurk in the abyss of knowledge. Evelyn's face contorted, her desire for transcendence battling against Eamon's cautious words. The other seekers listened intently, their own desires for truth and power at odds with the uncertainty of what lay ahead. The hunter remained silent, their gaze shifting between Eamon and the other seekers. The enigmatic figure seemed to serve as a reminder of the balance that must be struck, a symbol of temperance in the face of unbridled ambition. As the nights wore on, Eamon continued to explore Yarnam's hidden corners, seeking answers and grappling with the choice before him. He delved into forgotten texts and conversed with scholars who echoed Evelyn's fervor. But he also encountered others who warned of the price paid by those who sought to wield the eldritch knowledge of the Great Ones. Among these dissenting voices was an old hunter named Geralt, who had spent a lifetime navigating the treacherous paths of Yarnam's secrets. His face bore the scars of countless encounters with the city's malevolent denizens. Eamon, Geralt said, his voice tinged with the weight of experience. The road you tread is one fraught with peril. The pursuit of truth is noble, but the truth that lies in the heart of Yarnam is far from benevolent. It is a force that can rend the sanity of mortals and shatter the very fabric of reality. The hunter's words struck a chord within Eamon, reaffirming the lessons he had learned from the chronicles and the whispers of the hooded figures. The pursuit of knowledge was not without consequence, and the thirst for power must be tempered with wisdom. In the quiet moments of introspection, Eamon sought counsel from the hunter. Their presence was a constant reminder of the importance of balance, to strive for understanding without losing oneself to the abyss of forbidden truths. As the moon waxed to its fullest, a decision weighed heavily upon Eamon's heart. He knew that the allure of cosmic enlightenment would not easily relinquish its hold on him, nor would the forbidden city of Yarnam yield its mysteries without a price. Ultimately, Eamon chose a path of caution and restraint. He recognized the danger in seeking power without understanding, and he realized that his quest for truth must be tempered with humility and respect for the unknown. In a solemn gathering beneath the light of the full moon, Eamon spoke to the seekers who had gathered, including Evelyn and Geralt. He urged them to approach the city's secrets with vigilance and a reverence for the cosmic forces that lurked within. We must acknowledge the limits of our mortal understanding, he said, his voice steady. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble endeavor, but we must be mindful of the consequences of our actions. Let us tread this path with humility, and may we seek not only answers, but also the wisdom to know when to step back. The words struck a chord among the seekers, resonating with the lessons they had all learned through their encounters with the enigmatic city. Eamon's choice served as a reminder that the pursuit of truth must be tempered with the recognition of its inherent dangers. As the moon's pale light bathed the gathering, the seekers dispersed, each carrying with them the weight of their choices and the allure of the forbidden city's enigma. Eamon knew that his journey was far from over. Yarnam's secrets remained, as did the hunter's presence by his side. With newfound resolve, he embraced the path he had chosen, a path that demanded both curiosity and caution, and a determination to unravel the city's mysteries without losing himself in the process. Eamon delved ever deeper into the cosmic heart of Yarnam. The enigmatic city and its ancient truths continued to whisper their secrets, but he now walked with a tempered ambition and a reverence for the unknown. With the hunter as his silent companion, Eamon's journey into the enigma of Yarnam would lead him to revelations both wondrous and terrifying. The forbidden tale of the city and the cosmic forces that dwelt within awaited, and he was prepared to face whatever darkness and enlightenment lay ahead. For in the embrace of Yarnam's eternal night, the truth unfurled like a tapestry of stars, each thread a glimpse into the infinite and the revelation that awaited a young boy daring to confront the enigmas of an ancient and unfathomable city. As the seasons passed, and Yarnam's moonlit nights continued to cast their eerie glow upon the city, Eamon's quest for truth took him to places he had never imagined. The enigmatic city seemed to pulsate with a rhythm that mirrored the beating of his own heart, a rhythm that called him deeper into its ancient heart. With each revelation, Eamon's understanding of the city's enigma grew, and he found himself grappling with existential questions that transcended mortal comprehension. The forbidden knowledge had become a double-edged sword, illuminating the path before him while also casting a shadow on the fragility of his own humanity. The hunter remained a constant companion, a guardian of sorts that watched over Eamon with their enigmatic gaze. Their presence offered solace in moments of doubt, a reminder that he was not alone in his pursuit of the city's secrets. Through forgotten catacombs and haunted halls, Eamon explored the city's labyrinthine depths, uncovering cryptic symbols, ancient artifacts, and the remnants of beings not bound by the limitations of flesh and bone. The echoes of ancient rituals and the whispers of the great ones seemed to resonate within the very walls, leaving him awestruck and humbled. One fateful night, guided by the hunter's presence, he stumbled upon an abandoned workshop. Its walls bore the marks of arcane experimentation, and the air seemed charged with an otherworldly energy. Among the relics of a bygone era, Eamon discovered a peculiar blood-imbued stone. The hunter's presence grew more intense as he picked up the stone, their enigmatic figure seemingly aglow with an otherworldly light. It was a moment of revelation, an understanding that the stone was a key of significance, a fragment of cosmic truth that had eluded him until now. The stone, infused with the blood of the Great Ones, allowed Eamon to perceive the hidden layers of reality, the unseen threads that connected the city's enigmatic past to its present. With each passing moment, the boundaries of his perception expanded, and he felt a connection to something vast and incomprehensible. Visions began to flood his consciousness, glimpses of forgotten realms and celestial beings that resided beyond the veil of the visible world. The hunter's presence seemed to amplify the visions, as if they were a conduit through which Eamon could perceive the cosmic truths that lay beyond the grasp of ordinary mortals. In one vision, he saw the origins of Yarnam, a city built upon ancient ruins and tethered to the cosmic forces that pulsed beneath its streets. The Great Ones, with their celestial wisdom, had once blessed the city with knowledge beyond reckoning, but this knowledge came at a cost. He witnessed the rise and fall of scholars, mystics, and seekers who had come before him, their unbridled ambitions leading them to madness and ruin. Their stories served as cautionary tales, a reminder that the pursuit of forbidden knowledge must be tempered with humility and respect. In another vision, he saw the hunter's enigmatic past, a figure bound to the city's fate, their purpose intricately woven into Yarnam's cosmic tapestry. The hunter's mark, etched upon his consciousness, was a symbol of the bond they shared, an unspoken understanding of their intertwined destinies. The visions left him both exhilarated and overwhelmed, the weight of cosmic truth pressing upon his mind. He knew that the line between sanity and madness was thin, and he must tread carefully along the precipice of revelation. As the moon reached its zenith, he returned to the grand cathedral, where his journey had begun. The hunter stood silently by his side, as if ready to bear witness to the next chapter of his quest. In the dim moonlight, Eamon uncovered a hidden passage, a portal to the realms beyond reality. The stone he had found at the abandoned workshop served as the key, unlocking the cosmic doorway that beckoned him. With trepidation and curiosity intertwining within him, he stepped through the portal, guided by the hunter's presence and the blood-imbued stone. As he crossed the threshold, the boundaries of his perception shattered, and he found himself immersed in a realm of boundless beauty and unfathomable horror. The Great Ones, beings of unimaginable power, loomed before him like celestial giants, their visages both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Eamon's mortal form trembled under their gaze, as if he were a mere speck of dust in the vast expanse of the cosmos. They spoke in a language beyond words, their thoughts echoing within his mind like ripples in an infinite ocean. It was a communion of consciousness, a connection that transcended mortal understanding. In that moment, Eamon realized the fragility of his existence. He was but a transient visitor in a realm where time and space held no sway. The pursuit of truth had brought him to the precipice of enlightenment, but it also revealed the vastness of the unknown that lay beyond. As he stood before the Great Ones, a choice lay before him once more, a choice that would determine his destiny and the fate of Yarnam. Would he seek to grasp the unfathomable truths they offered, or would he relinquish his thirst for cosmic enlightenment in favor of the life he had known? With the hunter's presence by his side, Eamon found strength in the face of the cosmic abyss. He knew that the pursuit of truth was not confined to the unraveling of enigmas. It was also about understanding the consequences of that pursuit. With a resolute heart, he spoke to the Great Ones, expressing gratitude for the revelations they had bestowed upon him. But he also acknowledged the limitations of his mortal form, recognizing that the pursuit of cosmic enlightenment could come at the cost of losing touch with his humanity. "I am but a mortal," he said, his voice steady. "Though your knowledge beckons me, I must also honor the wisdom of restraint. The truths you offer are both wondrous and perilous, and I fear that embracing them without understanding may lead me down a path of no return." The Great Ones regarded him with an inscrutable gaze, as if they understood the weight of his decision. The enigmatic city of Yarnam, they seemed to convey, held within its enigma the potential for both ascension and destruction. With a gesture that transcended the boundaries of language, the Great Ones acknowledged Eamon's choice. The cosmic doorway began to recede, and he found himself back in the grand cathedral, the hunter's presence still by his side. As the moon waned and Yarnam's eternal night endured, Eamon returned to the city with a newfound understanding. The pursuit of truth was not a singular path, but a tapestry of choices that wove together past, present, and future. The hunter, a silent witness to his journey, conveyed a sense of approval. They had been bound by a shared purpose, the enigmatic city and the cosmic truths that lurked within. Their enigmatic bond spoke of a destiny that transcended the boundaries of time and space. In the days and nights that followed, Eamon continued to explore Yarnam's mysteries, but now with a tempered ambition and a reverence for the unknown. He walked a path that embraced both curiosity and caution, seeking enlightenment while also acknowledging the limits of his mortal understanding. The revelations of the Great Ones and the cosmic truths he had glimpsed remained etched into his consciousness, guiding his every step with a newfound understanding. The city's labyrinthine streets seemed to unfold like a cosmic map, each twist and turn leading him to forgotten corners and ancient relics. With the hunter as his companion, he ventured into hidden catacombs and atop towering spires, seeking the wisdom of the ancients. Among the scholars and seekers he encountered in his travels, there were those who had lost themselves to the pursuit of cosmic truth. Their minds had become unhinged by revelations too profound for mortal comprehension, leaving them trapped in a realm of perpetual madness. Eamon saw in them a stark reminder of the dangers that lurked on the path he tread. The forbidden knowledge of Yarnam was a double-edged sword, capable of both enlightening and ensnaring the minds of those who dared to seek it. With the wisdom gained from his visions and the guidance of the hunter, Eamon approached his quest with newfound humility. He no longer sought to grasp the Great One's truths without reservation, but rather to understand his place in the cosmic web and the significance of the knowledge he sought. In his studies, he encountered an ancient tome that spoke of a communion between the Great Ones and humanity, an exchange of knowledge and power that transcended the boundaries of existence. It was a symbiotic relationship that had persisted throughout the ages, as if mortals and celestial beings were inexorably linked in a cosmic dance. The hunter, with their enigmatic presence, seemed to embody this symbiosis, a figure bound to Yarnam's fate and the eldritch forces that dwelt within. Eamon understood that his own connection to the hunter was not merely chance, but a reflection of the city's timeless enigma. As the moon waxed once more, Eamon found himself drawn to the great cathedral, the epicenter of the city's ancient rituals and cosmic mysteries. Its towering spires reached for the heavens, as if seeking communion with the unknowable entities that lurked beyond the veil. The hunter's presence was ever watchful as he stood before the cathedral's imposing entrance. There was a palpable energy in the air, as if the city itself sensed his arrival and the weight of his purpose. Deep within the cathedral's hallowed halls, Eamon uncovered a chamber hidden from the eyes of ordinary mortals. Within it lay a relic of profound significance, the celestial odium, a repository of cosmic knowledge passed down through generations. The odium contained texts inscribed in an ancient script, a language that transcended spoken words and communicated through symbols that resonated with the soul. As Eamon deciphered the texts, he felt a connection to the wisdom of the ancients, a communion that surpassed the limitations of time and mortality. The hunter's presence seemed to intensify within the odium, as if they too were privy to the secrets contained within the sacred texts. Eamon felt the enigmatic figure's silent approval, a confirmation that he was on the right path. Through the celestial odium, Eamon delved into the history of Yarnam, the rise and fall of civilizations, the ebb and flow of cosmic forces, and the eternal dance between mortals and the Great Ones. He learned of the city's origin, an ancient pact forged between humans and celestial beings. Yarnam had been a cradle of cosmic wisdom, its scholars and mystics seeking to understand the universe's mysteries and harness the power of the Great Ones. But with power came corruption, and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge led to cataclysmic consequences. The Great Ones, in their inscrutable nature, withdrew from direct communion with humanity, leaving Yarnam to descend into madness and decay. The revelations within the odium were both enlightening and harrowing. Eamon understood that the city's enigma was not merely a matter of curiosity. It was a tale of hubris and humility, of ascension and ruin. With the weight of the ancient wisdom upon him, Eamon emerged from the celestial odium, his mind swirling with the cosmic truths he had encountered. The hunter stood silently by his side, a silent witness to the revelations that had unfolded. As the moon reached its zenith, Eamon gazed upon the city that had become both his home and his enigma. Yarnam's secrets were as elusive as ever, but he no longer sought to grasp them with reckless abandon. Instead, he embraced the wisdom of restraint, the understanding that the pursuit of truth must be tempered with humility and the recognition of mortal limitations. The enigmatic city held its enigma close, revealing its secrets only to those who approached with a discerning mind and an open heart. With the hunter as his guide, Eamon resolved to protect Yarnam's enigma from those who sought to wield its cosmic power without understanding. He would become a guardian of the city's secrets, ensuring that its mysteries were respected and handled with care. As the eternal night of Yarnam persisted, Eamon continued his explorations and encounters with scholars, mystics, and seekers like Evelyn and Geralt. He shared with them the wisdom he had gained, the importance of seeking truth with reverence and caution. Through his interactions, he became a voice of reason in a city ensnared by the allure of the forbidden. He urged others to tread carefully along the path of cosmic enlightenment, for the Great One's truths were both a gift and a trial that demanded a discerning spirit. In the presence of the hunter, he found strength and solace. Their enigmatic bond was a reminder that he was not alone in his quest, and that the pursuit of truth was a journey shared by kindred souls throughout time and space. With each passing day, Eamon's understanding of the enigmatic city grew, but he knew that the tapestry of Yarnam's cosmic truths was woven from threads beyond mortal comprehension. The Great One's revelations would forever remain a mystery, transcending the grasp of even the most intrepid seekers. Yet he reveled in the enigma, finding solace in the knowledge that some truths were meant to be elusive, that the pursuit of cosmic enlightenment was not an end in itself but a journey of discovery and understanding. As the moon waned and waxed in an eternal cycle, Eamon remained bound to the city and its enigma. With the hunter as his silent companion, he walked a path that embraced both the allure and the humility of forbidden knowledge. In the heart of Yarnam's eternal night, the young boy dared to confront the enigmas of an ancient and unfathomable city. The forbidden tale of Yarnam would continue to unfurl before him, revealing revelations both wondrous and terrifying. And with each revelation, Eamon would grow ever closer to the wisdom of the ancients, the understanding that the pursuit of truth was not a destination but a journey of cosmic significance. As the moon continued its eternal dance above the city of Yarnam, Eamon's journey through the enigma of the ancient city drew towards its conclusion. The revelations and cosmic truths he had encountered had forever changed him, leaving an indelible mark upon his soul. The forbidden knowledge had illuminated his path, revealing the wisdom of restraint and the importance of embracing the mysteries that lay beyond mortal comprehension. The hunter, with their enigmatic presence, had become an inseparable part of Eamon's quest. Together, they traversed the city's labyrinthine streets and faced the cosmic forces that lurked within its darkest corners. They had forged a bond that transcended words, their shared purpose woven into the fabric of Yarnam's ancient enigma. With each encounter, Eamon became a beacon of wisdom and caution for those who dared to seek the city's secrets. He shared the stories of scholars who had succumbed to madness and mystics who had disappeared into the cosmic abyss, urging others to approach the enigma with reverence and humility. Among those he encountered was Evelyn, the scholar whose fervor for cosmic enlightenment had once mirrored his own. Through his guidance, she came to understand the importance of tempering ambition with restraint. Together they became guardians of Yarnam's enigma, preserving its cosmic secrets for generations to come. Geralt, the old hunter who had cautioned Eamon about the dangers of the forbidden knowledge, became a trusted mentor and friend. The hunter's presence seemed to resonate with the seasoned warrior, as if they shared a silent camaraderie born from their shared experiences in the city's darkened streets. In the eyes of Yarnam's inhabitants, Eamon became a figure of wisdom and mystery, a seeker of cosmic truths who had glimpsed the enigma without losing himself to its allure. His journey through the city's tapestry of secrets had transformed him into a symbol of hope and caution, a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge was not without consequence. As seasons passed, Eamon's exploration of Yarnam's enigma continued, but now he felt a sense of fulfillment and purpose. He no longer sought the Great One's revelations with the same fervor, but rather embraced the mysteries that remained unsolved. The enigma of the city had become a part of him, and he reveled in its eternal allure. The hunter, ever present and enigmatic, remained by his side. Eamon felt a sense of gratitude towards the enigmatic figure, recognizing their guidance as an integral part of his journey. They seemed to share an unspoken understanding, a communion of souls bound by the mysteries of Yarnam. Together, they ventured into the city's deepest recesses, facing ancient entities and eldritch horrors with a tempered courage. Eamon's experiences had honed his instincts and sharpened his resolve. He had become a hunter of not just beasts, but of truth and enlightenment. Among the catacombs and abandoned sanctuaries, Eamon discovered an artifact of profound significance. The Eye of Ebrietas. It was a relic imbued with the power of the Great Ones, a cosmic lens that granted him visions beyond mortal comprehension. As he gazed into the eye, he saw the interwoven threads of past and future, the echoes of souls long gone and the destinies yet to unfold. The enigmatic city, with its labyrinthine streets and cosmic secrets, pulsed with an eternal rhythm that transcended time itself. In one vision, he saw Evelyn continuing her pursuit of cosmic truth, Her journey had led her to distant lands and forgotten ruins as she sought to unravel the enigmas that lay beyond Yarnam. Eamon understood that the enigma had not only bound him to the city, but had become a force that stretched far beyond its borders. In another vision, he saw Geralt standing at the precipice of an eldritch abyss, ready to confront the unknown with the wisdom Eamon had imparted to him. The hunter's presence seemed to surround Geralt like an ethereal embrace, guiding him on his path through the enigma. The eye of Ebrietas showed him glimpses of other seekers and scholars who would come after him, men and women drawn to Yarnam's mysteries like moths to a cosmic flame. Eamon understood that the city's enigma was not confined to a single lifetime. It was an eternal tale of seekers and secrets that would persist through the ages. With a heavy heart, he knew that his time in Yarnam would eventually come to an end. The enigmatic city had given him revelations and purpose, but he also recognized the importance of passing on the wisdom he had gained. In the twilight of Yarnam's eternal night, Eamon stood before the grand cathedral once more. The hunter's presence was a silent reminder of the journey they had undertaken together and the enigma that bound them. With the eye of Ebrietas in hand, he addressed the gathered scholars and seekers who had come to the city seeking their own truths. His voice carried the weight of his experiences and the wisdom of the enigma. Fellow seekers of cosmic enlightenment, he spoke with a solemn tone. The enigma of Yarnam is both wondrous and perilous. It grants us revelations beyond mortal comprehension, but we must tread its path with humility and respect. Let us embrace the unknown with caution, for the truths we seek are both a gift and a trial. His words resonated with those gathered, and in their eyes, he saw the reflection of his own past, curiosity and ambition entwined with the understanding of the enigma's potential dangers. Eamon continued. The pursuit of cosmic truths is not a singular journey, but a tapestry woven through time and space. We are all bound by the mysteries of the great ones, and our understanding is but a glimpse of the infinite. Let us honor the city's enigma by safeguarding its secrets and embracing the wisdom of restraint. As the moon cast its silvery light upon the gathering, Eamon felt a sense of completion. The enigmatic city of Yarnam and its cosmic truths had become a part of him, and he had become a part of its legacy. With the hunter's enigmatic presence by his side and the eye of Ebrietas in his possession, Eamon knew that his journey through the enigma of Yarnam would endure. His experiences, wisdom, and caution would be etched into the annals of history, a lasting reminder of the boundless allure of the forbidden tale that enshrouded this ancient and unfathomable city. And so, as the moon waned and waxed in an eternal cycle, the enigma of Yarnam would continue to beckon to seekers and scholars, drawing them into its cosmic embrace. For in the heart of the enigmatic city's eternal night, the truth remained both elusive and alluring, a revelation that transcended mortal understanding and bound the souls of those who dared to confront the enigmas of Yarnam. As our journey through the enigmatic city of Yarnam comes to a close, we are left with a sense of wonder and awe at the cosmic revelations and forbidden truths that have been unveiled. The Dreamy Drift bids farewell to the tale of Eamon, the young seeker of knowledge, and the enigmatic hunter who guided him through the eternal night. Through their quest, we have witnessed the wisdom of the ancients, the understanding that the pursuit of truth must be tempered with humility and caution. The allure of forbidden knowledge, while tempting, can lead mortals down a treacherous path where the line between enlightenment and madness becomes perilously thin. But the enigma of Yarnam endures, an eternal tapestry of seekers and secrets, drawing those with a discerning spirit to explore its cosmic depths. The city's enigma remains an ever-present beacon, reminding us of the boundless mysteries that lie just beyond mortal comprehension. As we part ways with Eamon and the hunter, let us carry with us the wisdom they have shared. The pursuit of truth is a journey that transcends time and space, a tapestry woven through the ages by kindred souls seeking to grasp the ineffable. May the Dreamy Drift continue to be a place where tales of wonder and mystery reside, where reality and dreams intertwine in a dance of cosmic significance. And may the legacy of Yarnam's Enigma live on, inspiring generations of seekers to confront the unknown with reverence and humility. Farewell, dear listener, from the Dreamy Drift, where the enigmatic city of Yarnam and its cosmic revelations will forever remain a whisper in the cosmic winds, drawing those with an adventurous spirit to embark on their own quest for truth and understanding.